Do you know who the children of Ishmael were? Kedar was the first one.
One of the children of Ishmael was Kedar.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, is there a prophecy in the Old Testament about the children of Kedar? Isaiah 42, yes.
Okay, so you assume that Isaiah 42, because the only prophecy that was there, hold on. The prophecy that was there, it says that salvation will come to Arab, the children. Salvation is going to come to Kedar, all right? And, the regions around Kedar, which in this case will be Arabia. Well, it never said that prophethood is going to come to them, but rather they are going to hear the message of salvation. Salvation will come to them. It never said that the prophet is coming from there. And if you said that, that's what Isaiah 42 says. Go to Isaiah 42 and show me where it says the prophet will come from Kedar.
You've got the device in front of you. Look at it.
You made the claim, bro. Show it to me. Because you can't read the entire Isaiah 42.
I promise you, if I had another...
Yeah, we can't read the entire Isaiah 42.
First verses. First couple of verses.
Okay, all right.
It's only 1 to 5.
Okay.
It say prophet? Does it say prophet?
Okay, so now let's go to Isaiah 42. So here's what it says. Behold, my servant, whom I uphold, mine elect, in whom my soul delight, I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles. Now I want you to take notes. The servant will bring judgment to the Gentiles. He shall not cry, nor lift up, nor cause his voice to be heard in the street. A bruised reed shall he not break, and the smoking flax shall he not quench. He shall bring forth judgment unto truth. He shall not fail, nor be discouraged, till he have set judgment in the earth, and the eyesoles shall wait for his laws. Thus said the Lord, he that created the heavens and stretched them out, he that spread forth the earth, and that which cometh out of it, he that giveth breath unto the people upon it, and spirit to them that walk therein. I, the Lord, have called thee in righteousness, that is verse 6, and will uphold thine hand, and will keep thee and give thee a covenant of the people for a light of the Gentiles. So it's saying this servant will be a light to the Gentiles, correct?
Covenant. It says covenant. You have to admit, it says covenant. Come on.
No, you didn't say covenant here.
You read it.
It says, I, the Lord. I'm reading it, my friend. It didn't say covenant here. I, the Lord, you are not listening. What's wrong with you, bro? I, the Lord, have called thee in righteousness, and will uphold thine hand, and will keep thee, and give thee for a covenant of people, for a light of the Gentile.
Covenant light to the Gentile.
As a light to the Gentile.
Covenant light to the Gentile.
Yeah, the covenant is the light that you bring to the Gentiles.
Yes. Okay.
Why can't you understand something that is simply read?
Yes.
The covenant is the light that is coming to the Gentiles.
Verse 11 is going to tell you who it's going to come to.
Okay. So verse 11 says, let the wilderness and the cities thereof lift up their voice. The villages that Kedar doth inhabit, let the inhabitants of the rock sing. Let them shout from the top of the mountains. Let them give glory unto the Lord and declare his promise in the Eastland. The Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a traveling woman. I will destroy and devour at once. I will make waste mountains and hills, and dry up all their herbs, and I will make the rivers inland, and I will dry up the pools. And I will bring the blind by a way, all right? They knew not. I will lead them in paths that they have not known. I will make darkness light before them, and crooked things straight. These things will I do unto them, and not forsake them. Now, who is doing it? Let's see if you understand what is being read here. Who is doing it?
God is doing it through his servant.
God is doing it through his servant, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this his servant that is doing it through, he says that his servant will be a light to the Gentiles, right?
Correct.
Okay. According to the New Testament, who is the light that came to lighten up the Gentiles? That in Isaiah 42 here.
In the New Testament?
According to Matthew, yes.
I don't know. You're talking
Yes.
about Jesus? Well, you said Jesus?
It's Jesus, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
Jesus. Jesus is the one that is prophesied here.
no problem. Now, was Jesus a man of war?
You said?
Was Jesus a man of war?
Okay, you think the war is physical. The war is not physical, it's spiritual. You heard I read. He said he's going to hold the blind man and lead the blind man. He will make darkness light to them. The war is not physical, the war is spiritual. You Muslims, you always think whenever the Bible talks about war, it talks about war physically. No, it's not a physical war, it's a spiritual battle.
Sahih. It says he will be a man of war and he will overcome his enemies.
Yes, the enemies are the demons that Jesus overcome through his death and resurrection, Satan on the cross, to free people from the bondage of sin. That is the enemy. Because according to Matthew says Jesus is that light in Isaiah 42 that lighten up the Gentiles.
Is
You want to
Matthew
see
from
it?
Kedar?
Sorry?
Is Matthew from Kedar?
Show me in Isaiah 42 where it says that the servant is coming from Kedar. What it says is that the city of Kedar should rejoice because the servant brought light to it, not that the servant is coming from Kedar. What is wrong with you? I read it for you. You listen to me. You want me to read it to you again?
Sahih. Kedar is
Do
the
you
son
want
of
me,
who?
King, do you want me to read it to you again? It never said the servant is coming from Kedar. Can you show me where it said the servant is coming from Kedar?
What did you read in verse 1? My servant.
The verse 1 identifies the servant, that the servant
yes.
that the Lord uphold.
Yes.
You ask me what I read. I'm telling you what I read. You don't want to listen. You are talking over me. What I read in verse 1 is the servant whom the Lord uphold, his elect, that through him, he will put his spirit in him, he will bring forth judgment to the Gentiles. That's what I read in verse 1. Okay? Now, this servant, if you read further, the servant will be a light to the Gentiles. Correct?
Correct.
Good. According to the New Testament, who is the light that came to lighten up the Gentiles?
There's two different statements. One says Jesus. One says Jesus says, "I have not come for the I've only come for the lost sheep of Israel."